Hello friends, so in this video we will be studying about the another important problem which can be solved using the dynamic programming, that is traveling salesman problem. So what is the problem statement of this traveling salesman problem is, there is a salesman who is to travel n number of cities. So he has to travel all n number of cities, visit each city only once and get back to the main source city from where he had started. So this is again a graph problem here. So what we are going to do is, so whatever cities we are having, this we are considering as the vertices, and the edges are the route to which is taken for traveling from one city to another. So we have to find the minimum cost of the route from traveling from source to all the vertices, visiting them once and coming back to the source again. So no node should be visited again. Twice it should not be visited. So that is the problem statement here. So let us solve this problem with the help of a graph. So this is the given graph here. Each edge is bidirectional, means there is an edge from 2 to 3 and 3 to 2 as well. So like this I have given the weights of each of these edges, and according to the given weights you are going to have the cost adjacency matrix. So in the question paper the question may appear, solve the traveling salesman problem for the given graph. So they may give only graph, then you have to write this cost adjacency matrix, or they will just directly give the cost adjacency matrix. So if you get the cost adjacency matrix, directly you can start with the solutions. So let us see a diagrammatic representation here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes are present here. So among these 4 nodes you can consider any one node as a source node. As human tendency we will go in the chronological order, that is ascending order. So I will take 1 as the source node. You can take any node as the source node. Only thing is, if you take any node as the source node, all nodes should be visited exactly once, and the graph should return back again to the source node itself. This should be taken care. So now in this diagrammatic example we can see here, I have considered 1 as the source node here. So from 1 he can go to city number 2, 3 or 4. He has these 4 options here. Suppose he is going from 1 to city number 2. So then from 2 he can go to 3, 4 and, or he can go to first 4 and then 3. So these are the 2 options available when he goes for 2. When he goes for 3, he can go to, see, 1 and 3 over. So next 2 and 4 are remaining. If he goes 4 here first, then he'll go for 2 here. So if now after 1 if he goes 4, see 1, 2, 3 and 4. See 1 is over, 4 is over. So remaining 2 and 3. So if he goes for 2 here, then he'll go for 3. If he goes for 3 here, then he'll go for 2. So like this different combinations of the graph traversals we can get here. And you can see that in the last, these are the leaf nodes actually. 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2. These are the leaf nodes. So but what I told you, after visiting all the nodes you have to go back to the source node. So instead of giving a arc like this to the source node, what I have done here is, I have written here from 2 he should go to 1. 1 is nothing but a source node here. Next from 3 again he should go to 1 here. So again 1 is a source node. So that is why these are, 1 is not a leaf node here. 1 is the source node. After the last city or after the last node, the traversal should go back to the main source from which it had traveled. So that is what I am depicting. So here we have to make a series of decisions, whether I have to go to 2, whether 3 or whether 4. So I am doing this using the decision making. That is nothing but a quality of dynamic programming here. Now one by one we will see how we can solve this problem here. So this graph is very important. So using this only you can solve the problem here. So here is the formula which is to be used here. So let us solve 2 to 3 small sub problems, then I will come back to the main formula here. So what we have to do is we will start solving from bottom. So from the bottom up approach we are going to solve this problem here. So now here let us consider that I have one is the source node. So now I have reached the last level. Okay, so when I reach the last level, so I have reached here 4. From 4 where I have to go? From 4 I have to go to 1 here. What is the cost from going to 4 to 1? Where do I get this cost? Yes, I will get this cost in the cost adjacency matrix here. So I want to go from 4 to 1 here. So 4 to 1, what is the cost? 4 to 1 is 8. So this cost is 8 here. Next I want to go now 3. I have reached the last node. There are no nodes remaining here. So when there are no nodes remaining, just calculate the cost here. From 3 where should I go? From 3 I should go to 1. So is there a edge from 3 to 1? Yes, from 3 to 1 is 6. So 6 here. Next I have reached 4. 4 to 1 already I have calculated, got it here 8. Next I have reached 2 here. 2 to 1 is 5. Next 3 I have reached. So 3 to 1 is 6. 2 to 1 is 5. So these are the costs. These 8, 6 and 5 are the costs which are consumed when we are going from the last level to the source node. Means there are no vertices remaining. When there are no vertices remaining, we are directly taking the cost from the cost adjacency matrix. How do I represent that one? So now what we are doing here, see, from 2 is the last node. See, when there are no vertices remaining, we have reached the last level. So when there are no vertices remaining, 2 to 5 means source we are taking. 2 to 5, what is the distance we have got here? 2 to 1 is 5. 2 to 1 is 5 here. So 2 to 5 is 1. Next 3 to, next here I have reached the last node 3 here. From 3 to 1 it is how much? 3 to 1 is 6. So directly 3 to nothing means from source to source, that is 6. Next 4 to 5. 5 means I have reached the last level. From this 4 there are no nodes remaining, so I have to go to source node. It is as good as saying from 4 to 1. Okay, so from 4 to the source node. So when you have reached the last level, so how many nodes are remaining? No nodes. No nodes means simply we have taken a symbol 5 here. Okay, so what is 4 to 1? So 4 to 1 is 8 here. Okay, so this 5, 6 and 8 we have taken from the cost adjacency matrix. So this we have finished with the last level now. So we have done with this much. Okay, so what we have done from the last level to the source node, what is the cost we have calculated. So next we are going for when one vertex is remaining, means one level ahead. When still one vertex is remaining, means you have reached this level. So this level you have reached. After this there is still one more vertex remaining. So here you have, in the previous what we had calculated, this level. So in this level there were no nodes remaining, so that was last level. Now we are calculating for this level. So in this level there is one vertex remaining. Okay, so when one vertex is remaining, suppose if I am at 3, so 4 is remaining or 2 is remaining. So if I am at node 3, 4 and 2 are the remaining vertices. Then I have to find the cost from 3 to 4 or 3 to 2 here. So how do I do that is, now let us see here. So when one vertex is remaining for traversing, from, suppose we will start from vertex number 2 here. So if I have reached the 2, 4 is remaining or 3 is remaining. So we have to find the cost of 2 to 4 and 2 to 3. Okay. Now we are not directly taking from the this one cost adjacency matrix. We are going to find still one vertex is remaining. What is the cost to find this? We don't know. So we will find it out. So now when I am coming to 2, 3 is remaining. G means it indicates the cost. So G of 2, 3 here. So what we are going to find here is what is the minimum distance of 2 to 3. From 2 to 3 what is distance, and still what is the distance of going to the source node. So now we reached 2 here. So from 2 still I have to traverse to 3. From 3 where I have to traverse? From 3 I have to traverse to the source node. So minimum distance from 2 to 3, and what is the still distance remaining from 3 to source node? 3 to actually next node. Next node means here we are taking source node. Okay, so that is from C, minimum of C of 2 to 3, C of 2 to 3 plus cost of this last remaining vertex, cost of this last remaining vertex. Okay, so minimum of 2 to 3, C of 2 to 3. 2 to 3 is how much? 9, and G of 3 comma 5 is 3 comma 5 is 6 here. So 9 plus 6, 15. So now I have got the distance from 2 to 3. So this distance I have got. Next from 2 to 4 also I have to get. What? How can I calculate? 2 to 4 distance plus what is the distance remaining for traversing this part. So what is traversing this part? This part is nothing but 4 comma 5. G of 4 comma 5, is it not? So 2 to 4 plus 4 comma 5. So that is what we have written here. So G of 2 comma 4, that is nothing but the cost 2 to 4, from 2 to 4 plus remaining. Remaining is what? G to 4. Sorry, 4 to 5. So what is C of 2 comma 4? C of 2 to 4 is 10 here, plus 4 5. 4 comma 5 is 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. So now we have found out the distance from 2. From 2 to 4 and from 2 to 3. So we are having two paths here from the same vertex 2. What is the minimum among this? We have to find out. So for finding that minimum here, so G of 2 comma, see here, 2 comma 3 and 4. So 2 comma 3 and 4. Okay, 2 comma 3 and 4 means what? It is finding the minimum of G of 2 to 3 and G of 2 to 4. See here, minimum of G of 2 to 3 and minimum of G of 2 to 4. What is 2 to 3? We have got 2 to 3 as 15, 2 to 4 has 18. So what is the minimum distance if we are taking from 2 when 2 vertices are remaining? It is minimum of this one, that is 15. So we are finding out the 15 here. 15 is the minimum. 15 is got from which one? First term. First term is 2 to 3 here. So from 2 to 3, this is the minimum. Among 2 to 4 and 2 to 3, this is the minimum here when one vertex is remaining. Okay, when one extra still vertex is remaining, this one is minimum. This is over for vertex number 2. Next, if I take vertex number 3, from 3 to 4 or from 3 to 2 here. Okay, so from 3 to 2 we are going to find out. So how we will find out? 3 to 2, cost of 3 to 2 plus whatever distance is remaining. So 3 to 2 is how much? 3 to 2 is 13 plus what is this distance? This is nothing but G of 2 comma 5. Is it not? G of 2 comma 5 this is. So what is G of 2 comma 5? G of 2 comma 5 is 5 here. So now we have written here same thing, 13 plus 5. So that is 18. This is for 3 to 2. Next, from 3 to 4, distance of 3 to 4 plus this distance. This distance is nothing but G of 4 comma 5. What is 4 comma 5? 4 comma 5 is 8 here. 8 plus 3 to 4. 3 to 4 is 12. So 12 plus 8, 20. Now I have found out the distance from 3 to 4 and also 3 to 2 here. So what is the minimum between these two? So 3 to 2, 3 to 4. What is 18 and 20? Minimum is 18 here. Minimum is 18, that is got from 3 to 2. So G of 3 to 2 and 4. See, when two vertices are when one vertex is remaining, when one vertex is remaining, it forms a set of two elements, that is 3 to 2 and 3 to 4. So minimum we are taking here 18. So this we have completed with vertex number 2 and vertex number 3. Same with vertex number 4. So vertex number 4 from 4 to 2 or 4 to 3 we can find out. So now from 4 to 2, 4 to 2 means C of 4 2 plus C of 4 to 2. C of 4 to 2. What is the distance between 4 to 2 plus remaining distance? What is this remaining distance? It is nothing but 2 comma 5 here. What is 2 comma 5? 2 comma 5 is 5 here. So 5 plus 4 to 2. 4 to 2 is how much? 8. 8 plus 5 you are going to get here. 8 plus 5, that is 13. So this is for 4 to 2. Next for 4 to 3. 4 to 3 means this travelling distance plus what is remaining distance. What is 4 to 3? 4 to 3 is 9. What is 3 to 1? 3 to 1 is how much? 6. So it is 9 plus 6, that is 15. So now we have got the distances from 4 to 3 and 4 to 2 here. So minimum of this we have to take 4 to 3 and 4 to 2. 4 to 2 is 13, 4 to 3 is 15. Minimum is 13 here. So from G of 4 to the remaining vertices is 13. So this we have got here. So now we have completed with when one vertex is remaining, where we have calculated the distances from 2, 3 and 4 when one vertex is remaining. That is what we have got here, from 2 to remaining 3 and 4, from 3 to remaining 2 and 4, from 4 to remaining 2 and 3. So this level is over now. So next we are going for one level up. So when we go for one level up here, means 2 vertices will be remaining. I have reached 2 here. Still 2 vertices are remaining for traversing. So I have reached 2. So remaining is what? 3 and 4 or 4 and 3. Okay. I have reached 3. Remaining is 2 and 4 or 4 and 2. I have reached 4. Remaining is 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. So when I have reached this level, still 2 vertices are remaining for traversing. So when 2 vertices are remaining for traversing, so that is I have reached 2 here. I have reached 2. So which are the remaining vertices here? 3 and 4. But these are not individual. So you require to find out what is the distance from 2 to 3 and its remaining, from 2 to 3 and its remaining. So now here from 2 and 3 and 4, 2 vertices are remaining. So how do you write? Minimum from 2 to 3. So minimum from 2 to 3 and remaining vertices. So from 2 to 3 plus cost of 3. See, when I come here, how many vertices are remaining? 1 vertex is remaining. So now 3 and one vertex is remaining. So I have come to 3 here and 1 vertex is remaining. Okay. So I have come here and 1 vertex is remaining. So this is when this, for this side. When I come to this side, what happens? I have come to 4 here and 1 vertex is remaining. So I have come to 4 and 1 vertex is remaining. So how do I write? I find out the minimum distance between this and this. Which is minimum we have to find out. I have come to 2. I have to go this side or to the right side. So which is the minimum I have to find out here. So I am finding the minimum of 2 to 3 and remaining, 2 to 4 and remaining. So this is the formula here. Now I will explain the formula. Suppose I have reached some vertex 1 and 3 vertices are remaining here. So 2, 3 and 4. So from vertex 1 to some vertex 2. Okay. So from 1 to some vertex, either 1 to 2, 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. Any one vertex. So I will take it as I to K. Okay. From 1 to K and from K to remaining. Is it not? See here. From I to K and from K to remaining. From 1 to K and K to remaining. Minimum of these two I have to find out. That is what? So from I to K and from K to remaining. Okay. Then what is this minus K? Means now I have chosen this K here. From 1 to 2. So from 2 to remaining I have to take. How to find this remaining? Remaining means this set minus 2. 2, 3, 4 is there. From this set I want to minus 2. So 3, 4 minus 2 I can do here. So from minimum I to K and from K to remaining minus this vertex. So in general we are having This is ith vertex from source. S is a set that is of remaining vertex. S is a set of remaining vertex. So from minimum of I to k plus minimum of I to k plus from k to remaining. So how do I find remaining? From this S minus this k. Okay, from this S minus this k. So this is the formula. So what we are going to do here? From I to k, k to remaining. Here k to remaining we are going to find out. So now how we are going to do here? Minimum of 2 to 3, then from 3 to remaining. So 3 to remaining vertex is 4. When I come here 2 to 4, C of 2 to 4 and remaining this fourth vertex. Sorry, here 3 is remaining. Okay. So that is what we are doing here. Minimum of 2 to 3. So from minimum of 2 to 3 plus 3 to remaining. 3 to remaining means 4 is remaining here. So from 3 to remaining 4. Okay. This is for this part. How about this part? From 2 to 4, from 4 to 3 here. So from C of cost of 2 to 4 plus cost of, that is G of 4 comma remaining 3 here. Okay. So now from 2 to 3. So what is 2 to 3? 2 to 3. C means you have to see in the cost adjacency matrix. G is will be calculated here. Previously whatever we have calculated, no G, that G we have to consider here. So C of 2 to 3. So 2 to 3 is 9. 9 plus G of 3 comma 4. So we have calculated G of 3 comma 4. See here, G of 3 comma 4 is 20. So I have written here 20. Next, C of 2 to 4. 2 to 4 is 10 here. 10. 4 to 3. 4 to 3 we have calculated. 4 to 3 is 15. So we have written here 15. What is the minimum between these two? This is 29 and this is how much? 15 plus 10 is 25. So 29 and 25. Minimum is 25. So minimum is goes from where? From 2 to 4 we have got here. Means we are going this way. So I have come to 2, then I am going to this way, which will give me 25 as the cost. So this is for 2. Next coming for 3. When I have come for 3 here, still 2 vertices are remaining. Which are those? Either it is 2 or 2 and 4, or it is 4 and 2 here. So what we have to find? Find the minimum cost of this one or this one. Minimum of, so how we will write here? G of from 3 to which vertices are remaining? 2 and 4 vertices are remaining. So we are having here minimum of, so minimum of what? Minimum of 3 to 2. So minimum of C of 3 to 2, 3 to 2 plus cost of remaining, cost of 2 to 4 here. Cost of 2 to 1 vertex, 4 is remaining. This part, or comma 3 to 4, C of 3 to 4 plus 4 to remaining. So G of 4 to remaining here is 2. Okay, let us see we have got the same error or not. Yes, C of 3 comma 2 plus G of 2 comma 4 comma 3, C of 3 comma 4 plus G of 4 comma 2. So what is 3 2? C of 3 2 is 13. 13 plus G of 2 comma 4. So G of 2 comma 4 is how much? 2 comma 4. G of 2 comma 4 is 18 here. So 2 comma 4 here is 18. Next, C of 3 comma 4. So 3 to 4 is how much? 12. 12 plus 4 comma 2. So G of 4 comma 2 is how much? 13. So here I have taken 13. So 13 plus 8 and 12 plus 3. Minimum of these two is 25. So G of 3 comma, when 2 vertices are remaining, I have got here 25 we have got. This is second term. So which is the second term? Second term is from 3 to 4. So this one is minimum. 3 to 4. Among these two roots, 3 to 4 is minimum. Here also this root is minimum. Here also this root. Next 4. I have reached 4. Still 2 vertices are remaining. Which are that? 2, 3 or 3, 2. How do I find? I want to find the minimum of these two one. So how do I find the minimum here? From 4 to 2 plus 2 to remaining. So from 4, C of 4 2 plus G of 2 to 3 here. 2 to 3 is remaining. Comma 4 to 3 and 3 to 2. 4 to 3 and 3 to 2 here. So 4 to 2, what is 4 to 2? 4 to 2 is 8 plus G of 2 comma 3. So 2 comma 3 is 15 here. So I have got here 15. Next 4 to 3. So 4 to 3 is 9. 4 to 3 is 9 plus 3 to 2 here. So what is 3 to 2? 3 to 2 I have got 18. So 9 plus 18. So 15 plus 8 will give me how much? 23. 23 and this one is 23 and this one is 27. This is okay. So which one is minimum? 23 is minimum. 23 means this is got from the first one, that is from 4 to 2 is minimum. So from 4 to this part is minimum. So this with this will complete the level when 2 vertices are remaining. Next we are going to one level up when 3 vertices are remaining. I have come here now. I am here 1 and 2 3 4 4 2 4 3 is remaining. I have come here 3 2 4 or 3 4 2. I have come here 4 2 3 or 4 3 2. So these are remaining. So how to find this? Let us see now. So I have reached 1 here, 1 to 3, 1 to 2 and remaining, 1 to 3 and remaining. So 1 to 4 and remaining. Like this we have to find. So let us go for this path first. So how I am going to write here? C of 1 to 2, 1 to 2 plus cost of from 2 to remaining. From 2 to what is remaining here? 3 and 4. That is 3 comma 4 is remaining. This is for this path. Next we are going for third path. From 1 to 3. Next is from 1 to 3 plus cost of from 3 to remaining. What is from 3 to remaining? So cost of 1 to 3 and plus from 3 to remaining. Remaining is what? 2 comma 4. Now you may ask me here that here also we are having 2 paths. Why I am considering only for one path? Because I have already found out the minimum of these 2 paths. No need of finding again minimum this one or this one. Already in the previous in the previous level I have found out the minimum. So if I come to 3, between these 2 paths this is minimum. If I have come to 4, between these 2 paths this is minimum. I have already found out. So I want to find only the minimum of here, either to 2, 3 or 4. So I am taking here like this. Okay. Next now here C of 1 to 4 plus cost of from 4 to remaining. How many are remaining? 2 and 3. 2 to 3 is remaining. Let us substitute same values, 1 to 2. So what is 1 to 2 here? So 1 to 2 is how much? 10 plus G of 2 comma 3 4. So now we have found out already this one. G of 2 comma 3 4 is 15. So I have written here. So G of 2 comma 3 4. See, when 2 vertices are remaining, here also behind we are having G of 2 comma 3 and 4. This is for when one vertex is remaining. But now here I have come 2 vertices will, from here I have come 2 vertices are remaining. So for 2 vertex, this one G of 2 comma 3 is 25 plus C of 1 comma 3. 1 to 3 is 15. So 15 plus G of 3 2 comma 4. 3 is 2 comma 4, again 25. Next 1 to 4. C of 1 to 4 is 20. 20 plus G of 4 to 2 3 is 23. So among all these, this one 35 is minimum. So minimum cost is 35. So 35 I have got from where? 35 I have got from the first term. that is from 1 to 2. Now it is fixed that this is not 1 minimum, from 1 to 2 I have to go. So from 2 to this one which is minimum. So from 2, these two we have already found out now, 2 to 3 to 4 or 4 to 3. So which is minimum of that one. So when 2 vertices are remaining, this is when 1 vertex is remaining. Next, when 2 vertices are remaining. So when 2 vertices are remaining, from 2 which is minimum. So minimum is 25. 25 is from second path, from 3 to 4. So this one is minimum here. From 2 to, so from 2 to 3 to 4, which one? 25 is the minimum. 25 is got from second term. Second term is 2 to 4 here. So from 2 to 4 I am reaching. Means obviously I am following this route here. So what route I am following here? This from 1 to 2, that is 35. Then from 2 to 4, 4 to 3. So this is the route I am following to find the minimum cost, traveling each of the nodes only once and repeating back again or going back again to the same source vertex. I have got 35 is the minimum and this is the route.